everyone, welcome to Hedgehog Hollow. Today's 2-minute tip is all about the Gina K Wreath Builder. Now, I recently used it in a video and some of you had some questions about how do I do it, what are some of the adaptations I've made, those kinds of things. So in brief, what is the Wreath Builder? So there are a couple of different options with the Wreath Builder. This is the basic Wreath Builder when you buy it from Gina K. You get 2 pieces like this. You can do a 4-inch Wreath Builder or you can do a 3 3/4 inch Wreath Builder. Now there is a mega Wreath Builder coming. I've ordered it, it's on the way. Don't worry, there'll be a video incoming of the new Gina K release, including that mega Wreath Builder. And also I think I've ordered the mini Wreath Builder too. So that'll be in that same video. So stay tuned for those as soon as they're here. I was really hoping they'd be here today, but they're not yet. So as soon as that's here, we'll do another video. But these are the kind of Wreath Builder tips, and it'll be the same ideas with the smaller Wreath Builders too. The Wreath Builder allows you to do symmetrical stamping with any stamps you have in your stash, which is awesome. And I do have a couple little adaptations I do just to make my life a little bit easier, and I hope you'll find them easier in your stamping as well. So to use the Wreath Builder, you will need a stamp platform. My stamp platform that I like to use is the MISTI. If you want to see some reviews of other stamp platforms, check that top right hand corner. I reviewed the Stamparatus, the MISTI, the Tim Holtz platform, all of those. You can check that video, and I'll also link up the other video I recently did on the We Are Memory Keepers Precision Press. You'll see 2 things pop up in that top right hand corner, and you can check those different reviews. But let's start with the larger Wreath Builder. I'm going to pop it into my MISTI, and the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to stick down your Wreath Builder. You want your Wreath Builder to stay in place, so I'm going to use just a little bit of temporary adhesive. I like the Tombow temporary adhesive. And in here I have just a little bit of the Stampin' Up! Grid paper that I've laminated. Sometimes I have in here the Easy Clean mats, but right now Tilly is using that MISTI because she's been stamping with me a lot. So I just have that in here. I prefer sticking it to that than sticking it to my foam just because it's easier to get off. But you can use any kind of laminated sheet, Easy Clean mat, any of those things. If you have the mouse mat, that works perfectly too. I don't like doing it on the sticky grid, and I do have my sticky grid here. One here that I use a lot, and if you want to check out the reasons for using sticky grid, again, check that top right hand corner. You can find out why I love my sticky grid, but the reason I don't do that is because yes, it will go in here, it will stick, but then my paper is going to stick, and it just makes using the Wreath Builder a little bit harder later on, and you'll see why you don't want your paper to stick. So that's why I'm not using that option in here right now. Now you're going to use, the next thing you're going to want is a Sharpie. And the reason we want to do that is we want to put some arrows. So you can work clockwise or counterclockwise, but you want your arrows to go in a circle. So it doesn't matter whether your circles go clockwise as mine do or counterclockwise. Just, I would suggest you have your arrows all pointing, well, they're going to want to point in the right direction, but just put some arrows on there. They're going to make your life easier. The next thing I've done is I've cut a piece of cardstock down. I'm using the 4-inch one here, so I've cut my cardstock down to 4 inches. And I'm going to grab the new Lawn Form Oh Gnome stamp set, and I'm going to create myself a little cute background. Now the idea with the Wreath Builder is it's going to stamp us a lovely symmetrical background. In fact, I'm going to use the smaller one because I want to stamp more of them. So I'm going to use this smaller toadstool here. And I'm going to have it pointing into my corners, just like this. So what you do is you just pick up your stamp, you open up your piece, and you'll see your cardstock fits nicely into here. Again, you could use a little bit of temporary adhesive if you really want to. You're just going to ink up your stamp, and you're going to stamp it down. Your cardstock fits nicely into there, so if you need to re-stamp like I do there, you can, because it's still going to hold nicely in place. So we have a nicely stamped toadstool. And then you can stamp either 4 or 8 times. That's kind of the key when using the Wreath Builder. So then you can move it either here to do the 8, or you can directly move it 90 degrees or 45 degrees, depending on how many times you want to stamp. I'm going to do the 8 this time. So now I can stamp, and this is what's going to build my wreath. So you can do this with flowers, you can do it with toadstools, you can do it with sentiments, and you can see just how easy, and it's nice and evenly placed. You don't have to worry about drawing lines on your piece or anything like that. but you see how easy this is going to be to come together. So I'm just moving my point from this piece to this piece each time. And the reason I draw the arrows is because sometimes I have children or husbands who want me to come and make dinner, or come and help me change the TV channel, or Mummy, I need to go to the toilet, or honey, I need you to do the laundry. Those kinds of things, and I'll go away, and sometimes I can't, depending on the complexity of the design that I'm building a wreath with, I might not be able to remember exactly where I was. And you can use this with photopolymer or red rubber stamps. But the reason I was getting to with the arrows is I know which way I am always turning my cardstock. And I'm not inking my stamp very well today because I've never had this with my extreme black. There we go. A little bit more pressure. So the reason is I always know that I am rotating my cardstock in this direction until I get back to the beginning. So my top tip is to just draw yourself some arrows on there, and then you know that you are always rotating. And you see now I'm back at the beginning, and I have my beautiful toadstool wreath that I can colour in. And I think what I'll end up doing is popping in the middle a little gnome in the middle there. Won't that look so cute? A little pair of gnomes maybe in the middle of our card. But super quick and simple, and they are my top tips for using the wreath builder. As I say, you can also do it with a 3 3/4 inch square piece of cardstock. There are loads of different options out there. As I said, we have a big wreath builder coming, we have a mini wreath builder, so you can check those out when the Gina K release comes out. So lots and lots of options coming our way. I'm super excited for that Gina K wreath. Lots of goodies on the way to my craft room. But check out all the links in the video description below. I've linked up everything I've used today, and of course all of our regular coupon codes that we have here at Hedgehog Hollow, including our exclusive ones. You can check those out too. And I will see you again very soon. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We have new tips, tricks, tutorials and techniques every single day for you here at Hedgehog Hollow. And give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's tip as well. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Happy stamping, everyone. Bye.